You're back here with John, and I'm going to show you how to plug a tire. I'm not going to claim to be the world's expert in it, but because I will be fixing one of my other plugs. So this tire's been leaking down for a little bit, and it's been a pain in the ass. I've already plugged it twice, and one of my plugs is leaking, and I found a second area that is also leaking. So I bought a little cheapy kit on Amazon. I carry it with me anytime I go camping, towing the camper for the truck. A bunch of plugs. It's got tools and nice-ish tools to put the plugs in place. One thing you want to be careful of, because you're going to put a lot of force on this and this. Some of the cheapy handles, these will come through and they'll get your hand pretty good. It's nice to have a little bit more quality there. This has got some valve core tools and stuff like that, some caps, some gloves for you, and yeah, it's got everything you need, and some little lubrication to slide that plug in there. So yeah, we're gonna begin, and I'll show you how I found the holes, and I'll go from there. So hole number one, I'll admit I've plugged it in the past. See those bubbles being created out of that plug? So I'm probably going to, I use some glass cleaner, some invisible glass. You can use Dawn and soapy water, use whatever you want really. Honestly, a big tub is the best option. You can always find the hole that way. But this works as well, a little more patience there. But yeah, you can see that hole leaking against the plug. You see those bubbles forming. So we'll do that, we'll address that. But as I was doing this, I found a second hole. Before I spray this one, I've actually caught this one a couple times before, but I didn't think it was leaking. I guess I didn't put soapy water on it enough, but I recently just found that it was leaking. So here, I'll show you how this kind of looks. So the glass cleaner is going to kind of take a second to dissipate. Let's give it a second there. And we're looking right in that crack right there. I don't think you can see this on camera, but there is glass cleaner down in that crack, and it is slowly but surely bubbling. It is ever so slight. I'll try to get you, see, you guys can see it bubbling. See, it's bubbling back up, keeps coming back up to the top there. That's the white glass cleaner, and then the bubble will pop. See, it's growing further and further. So there is air coming out of there. So yeah, we're going to give that a shot. All right, y'all, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take your screw tool here. You're going to want to make the hole larger. I know that's counterintuitive, but to be able to get the actual plug in, you got to make it a size that works. So this tool, I find, works pretty good. You do need a good bit of force. And the tire can be under some pressure here. That's how you're finding the hole anyway. It's going to leak out, of course. As I say this, what I do want to do first, just because I don't like to leak it all out, I'm going to take my plug and my plug tool and take this out of the little plastic there. Take this off. Okay. I'm going to feed this through this little slot. So this slot, you can't see it. These are through here like so. Okay. Take some of this lubrication. Yes, it does help. It's just a little like grease of sorts. That's ready. I'm going to make this hole larger. Okay, that's all the way through. You can start to hear the air coming out, but I'm going to pull this out. And then, okay, make sure you don't push it all the way through. You can leave some sticking out there. I'm going to go a little bit further, and then when you go to pull this out, give it a yank. There you go, that's how you put a plug in. Yes, it can stick out, it'll wear itself away. And so we will check this in a minute. I'm gonna do the other one first. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to spray these again, see if they're leaking at all. So we're going to go back. This one right here. So this one was leaking right on the edge of this. So what I'm going to do here, now look at, this is a tractor tire. It doesn't need to be in any sort of crazy balance. The thing goes 8 miles an hour. I was going to push it all the way through, but instead let me try to pull it out. I don't think that's going to work, but can't hurt to try. This one's also kind of a problem. It's kind of more of a split than it is a hole. So that's also probably why I'm having some trouble plugging it. Well, guys, I would not, that's an unorthodox method there, so I was having some trouble pushing that through, as you could see in the video there. But as I was kind of mushing around, it's a little cooler day outside, I wanted to add a little bit of heat to it to try to make it a little bit more gooey. So just, the propane torch, keep it far away, don't do anything stupid with it, but it softened it up for sure, and actually it stopped leaking. So I'm going to try, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see if it actually holds air. I already fixed another hole that I knew was a hole, so hopefully this one will hold enough. Yeah, this thing leaks down over a couple days, and it's rather annoying to have to fill it up every time you start the tractor. So, yeah, and as far as finding holes and whatnot, of course, the most obvious, which would be it's good and bad, but if you can hear it, it's leaking out very fast, but it's super easy to find. If not, glass cleaner works well. And one thing on, if you're doing like off-road tires, I've always, ATVs, tractors, anything like that, along your bead right here, that is a trouble spot right there for sure. So I would definitely always look into getting some it's like bead glue, bead glue. I don't know what, I forget what, bead sealer, sorry. And yeah, at that point it usually seals up. I've actually even gotten lucky, and I've used Mobil 1 red grease. I know that's crazy, but oil and, as long as you put some sort of pretty thick fluid there, it seems to possibly stop some air from coming out. So and it allows that tire to slide right in the bead kind of where you want it, so that can also be helpful. But yeah, so that's how you plug a tire, and yeah, good luck.